Hey guys, my name is Natasha and welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday right now when I'm filming it, and I'm kind of in the mood for a no makeup day, and I thought that I would just make a little video to show you how I achieve a minimal makeup look. Now, I do kind of have a few products that I'm using. I'm trying to use not a lot. I don't want people to see that I'm wearing product. I want it to be really natural, dewy, skin-like, and fresh. But there are a few key elements that are needed. Number one is a primer that can fill in your pores, because that will just make your skin look really nice. If you have little imperfections, it'll fill it out, it'll blur it a little bit, and it'll be really nice if you have like a little hydrating primer, because then it just adds a little extra moisture on there. A concealer that's not super light, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the tone of your skin. It can be. I have one that's a little bit light, lighter than my skin tone, but I'll just buff it out, and that's just to kind of cover up like some dark circles in specific areas. And then a foundation, since I don't have a concealer that's my exact shade, I'm going to be using a foundation to cover up just like small little blemishes. Like I have some here, this on my forehead, a little sunspot, and just kind of to touch that up. Then I am going to be using a bronzer so that I can just kind of add a little bit of a depth, warmth to my face. And then I like to use a blush that has some sparkle in it already. So I have this Milani baked blush in Bellini, and it kind of has a gold little shimmers in it with a pink tint, and it's just nice to put on the cheeks. And lastly, well, no, I have two more things. I have some powder that I'm just going to be lightly dusting on my face. I don't want to look powdery. I want it to be dewy and natural, but I do kind of want to just make sure that some of the stuff doesn't move around. So I'm just going to lightly add some on here, and I'll show you how I do that. And this last product is a little bougie. If you have something like it, great. If you don't, then don't worry about it. It's a glow setting powder. This one's by Mercier. If you don't have one, you can just use a highlighter, or you don't even need to do that step. It's just going to add like an extra little glow on the high points of my face, and I'll show you how I do that. So this video is not supposed to be a long one. It's kind of like a quick little get ready, not supposed to use a lot of product, but I have some essentials. If you don't have all of these things, that's fine. Just try and cover the basis of covering some of your dark circles, kind of making a little fresh, pore filling look, hydration, and just making it look like you're a natural beauty with no makeup, with a fake filter on, even though we all know that we're wearing something, but that's fine. All right, so this primer that I'm using today is by Catrice. It's the Prime and Fine Smoothing Primer. I really like using it whenever I'm feeling a little dry, and it's all the time, really. This is an excellent primer, and I just kind of smooth it out, and I put a little bit of pressure when I smooth it out, kind of pushing it in my pores, and then I tap on it whenever I am finished smoothing it out. Now I'm going to put some on the sides of under my eyes. I don't know what else you would call that. Tops of my cheeks, and then on the sides of my cheeks right here, because I have some scarring right there that I would like to just fill in. Smooth it out, and then pat it in. And my forehead, I have just like some pores and I have a line right here on my forehead. I don't know if most people even notice it. It's just me because I see my face all the time. But I've been using this. I don't have it here with me. I need to do a beauty products video to show you what I actually use for like skincare and stuff. But I started using this like new scar reducing kind of gel, and my mom actually recommended it to me because some dentist doctor recommended it to her, and so anyway, it's fabulous, and it's reduced a lot of my acne scars and some of the lines on my forehead. It's great. Okay, so now I am primed. I'm gonna take my concealer. Now I don't want to slosh it on there. Yeah, I just want to have enough to kind of cover this little dark right here. I want to put it on my eyelids. A lot of people neglect the eyelids, but adding a little veil on there really makes it look nice and fresh. I'm not using any sponge. You can if you want to. I'm just using my fingers because I don't want to take a lot of time doing this. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you all can hear that. The thunder outside. It's only supposed to drizzle. We will see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, brightened a little bit. So I'm kind of in the mood today to not do a super light look. So what I'm going to do with my foundation is I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to add a little veil on my skin. You don't have to, you can just spot cover. But I do have like some redness on my nose right now and on the sides of my nose and on my cheeks, just because hormones are being crazy. Girls, you know what I'm talking about. But as you can see, super light veil, nothing crazy, and kind of blending it into my concealer. And voila. Oh, I forgot to mention the most important part is the brows. Cannot forget the brows. So you will need a brow product, obviously, unless you just don't want to wear brow product. I don't know who would want to do that. That's like the most important part of my routine. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is take a big fluffy brush. I used to just have like a small tapered brush for my bronzer and contour, but that never gave me like the results that I wanted of like the other people that had like their face that was like nice and glowy here and then like bronzed and like defined, but not like specifically contoured harsh lines. And since I've gotten this big fluffy brush, like my whole contour bronze game has been stepped up. Tell me. Alright, so I'm taking some, putting here on the sides of my head. I like to fluff it out mainly here by my ear, trying to get on the ear and in the hairline, because sometimes you see people, they like miss their ear and their hairline and it's white here, bronze here, not cute. Just kind of bringing it in, focusing back here, especially since I'm using such a larger brush. Blend, blend, blend. Don't use too much product, use a little bit at a time. So now I have this Milani Beige blush. Just going to dab my blush. No, whoops. Girlfriend. I forgot about powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little spongy sponge. And this one's by Mercier. There's a specific name for these sponges and I can't remember right now, they're escaping me, but I'm like putting powder on here and then I'm like rubbing it off so that there's just like a hint of powder on the thing. And what I'm doing is I'm pressing and I'm rolling. I like to always get the eyes, the under eyes, and the nose, and right here, and a little bit on the forehead. Because those are the places that always like get oily first. So if you add a little bit of powder on it, I'll just kind of like set it, but it won't make your face look cakey. Alright, so now I'm going to take my blush and just kind of put it here. Focus on my cheeks. Dab, dab, dab. Instead of brushing, And then you can see that added like a nice little glow. It's a nice little golden lift to my cheeks. Okay, now that product that I was talking about earlier that you don't need to have, but if you do have it, then let's use it. And grab a brush. Is that glow powder. So this is their translucent powder in glow. And who came out recently with a powder similar to this? It was a drugstore brand. Oh, I think it's Catrice. I need to try that one out. I think the concept is to have the same kind of effect. So what you want to do is you want to put it on these high points right here, and you can see it just adds kind of like a little natural sheen. It's not like my other highlighters. It's like I've been in the sun and I'm just glowing because of great natural oils. A little bit on my nose, and if you want to put some on your face, then that's great. Alright, so now all I have left to do is my brows and my eyes. I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on. And the products that I have in front of me, you know, you do what works for you. You don't need to do things in a specific way that someone else does it just because they do it, you know. You need to find out what works for yourself, because everyone is different. We don't all want to look like little cookie cutters. Okay, for mascara, I am going to just go into my Lash Paradise because that is my most flirty natural one. And I'm going to link a video below of my latest mascara routine. And it explains in depth what I do, the differences between the things that you can do, all the good stuff. Something that I always try and remember whenever I'm not doing a lot of makeup is to focus on your eyes. Like letting your eyes' natural beauty just kind of like shine through. I want to enhance my eyes just a little bit, so I'm going to take my Collab and put a little bit on top. Another two things that are optional is you can highlight your waterline. And what this will do is it will add a lot of extra like just opening to your eyes. And I have a white pencil, jumbo eye pencil in Milk from NYX. And since this one's so white, I just do a very light hand. And I don't want it to be like super stark white. I just want it to be enough to pop. And if you end up getting too much white on your under eye, your waterline, just take your finger and kind of just blend it out. Okay, now the real bougie step that you can do if you want to is take a really strong highlighter. I have this one by Give Me Glow Cosmetics and it's in Halo. Take a little brush and pop it right there on the high point of your cheek. Right here. Here. And I like to put a little bit here on the bridge of my nose. And I'll just add a little extra luminosity to your face. If you had a setting spray that you want to use, that's not a matte setting spray. This one by Pixie is a hydrating milky mist. It's really nice. Your skin kind of has to get used to it. Mine would break out really bad whenever I first started using it, but after using it for a while, my skin got used to it and then it leveled out. Now it doesn't do that anymore, but it does give like an extra punch of just zhuzh and water and hydration to your skin, and I like that a lot. Alright, so this is the finished look. It's not a lot of makeup that I put on. If you do it fast without me having to explain to you, it will probably take me like 5 minutes to get this whole look done. You can take some products, add some products, remove some products, change it out, whatever you want, what you feel comfortable with, what you have inside of your kit. Don't feel like you need to go and buy every single one of the products that I'm using. That's just kind of what I have on hand and what I like to use, but use what works for you. But the concepts stay the same. Cover the under eye darkness and on the lid where you can see the veins. Put a little bit of bronzer on, a little bit of blush, a little bit of shine. Put your brows on. Brows are key to making this look fabulous and put together. If you don't have your brows like done up whenever you do your face like this, then it's kind of like there's like half of your face is like missing. That makes sense. Maybe that's just me, but that brows are important. And then put on some mascara if you want to. I am going out today, but I did want to have a natural look. That's kind of why I put a little bit extra highlight on and such big lashes. But it's still very minimalistic compared to what I usually do. My skin feels fresh, light, and I'm excited for the rest of the day. Alright, well, thank you for watching. If you have any recommendations for how you do your all-natural, no makeup day looks, please leave it in the comments below. Any products that you like to use, any tips, or any suggestions that you have, please let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!